Hello students. So in my previous recording we have seen that up to the identifier we have discussed, and which is a part of token. We can see here so smallest individual part in a programming statement, smallest individual unit. And there are 5 types of tokens. One is keywords, identifiers, literals, operators and punctuators. Keyword and identifiers we already have discussed. Today we'll be discussing literal. Literal is nothing but a value. Value 5, 10, my school name. Okay, that is a value. That value can be numerical, that value can be a string, that value can be within the numerical, it can be integer, it can be floating, which has the decimal value, decimal point, or without decimal point, that is integer. That can be a special literal like none. So that we'll be discussing. So literals in Python can be defined as number, text, or other data. Other data that represent values to be stored in variables. Okay. So literals in Python can be defined as number, text, or other data that represent values to be stored in variables. So basically it is a value. What kind of value? So that kind of literal. It is integer value, so integer literal, floating value, floating literal, text value, string literal, just like that. Now name equal to Johnny, father name Johnny, F name. So that is example of string literal because within the quotes it is given. So this is a string literal. Integer literal, age equal to 22. So it is the value is integer type. So it is a integer literal. Okay, example of float literal 6.2, that is float literal. And special literal is also there, that is none, capital N then ONE, none, the special literal. Sometimes question comes, what is a special literal? Then we have to say none. Then we have escape sequence also, that is also comes under literal. Escape sequence. Escape sequence basically used to represent the non-key characters like tab. How can you show that characters? Tab. A you can show, B you can show how it is, C you can show, but how you can show a tab? How can you can show a enter sign? So for those representation, it is there escape sequence. And escape sequence always starts with a slash sign, this slash sign, and then actual character, another slash, that is backslash, single quote you have to represent, then slash, then quotes, double quotes you have to represent this, then slash a for bail purpose, then slash b backspace, okay, slash n for new line character, or say line feed, form feed, that is slash f. So all are there. Here we will be requiring basically slash t, slash n, slash b on and these 3 characters. Slash t is for tab, slash n is for new line character, yani for entering purpose I am writing a line. Okay, I am a boy and I have 3 sisters and brothers after full stop, but I want in the next line, so I have to give their slash n. So when it will be printed in Python, automatically it will come in the next line. So in that way I'm printing, because at the time of printing, how can you represent the enter sign? Cannot. So slash n is there to help you. Slash t for tab purpose. Okay. So this is escape sequence. Now comes operator. Operator can be defined as symbols that are used to perform operations on operand. What is this? Operation on operand. C equal to A plus B. Okay, leave it. A plus B. 10 plus 5 equal to 15. When 10 was there and 5 was there separate, nothing was happening. I have introduced one plus in between them. So operation take place, addition operation take place, and it will become 15. 10 is the operand, 5 is the operand, plus is the operator. In an expression, we have operands and operators. So regarding the operands, just now we have discussed a string literal, this literal, that literal, so and so. Now 10 and 5, if you keep it separately, then it will not do anything. But if I put a plus, like 10 plus 5, operation takes place, which is which operation? Addition operation. So what it is telling, operators can be defined as a symbol. Here plus can be defined as a symbol, plus can be defined as a symbol that are used to perform operation on operand. Operation, addition operation take place on operand on 10 and 5. So 15. Now I am giving 10 minus 5. Again operation will take place. That will it will become 5. 10 star 5. Again operation, multiplication operation takes place. It will become 50. So all these plus, minus, star, divide, these are operands. Which kind of operand? Arithmetical operands. Arithmetical operands. Sorry, operator. Sorry, very sorry. Operator. So plus, minus, star, divide, all these are operators. Which kind of operators? Arithmetical operators. Okay. So there are various types of operators: arithmetical operator, relational operator, assignment operators, then logical operator, bitwise operator, membership operator, identify operator, and so and so. Now already I have told you arithmetic operator, plus, minus. For arithmetic operations, whatever operator we require, addition, addition, then subtraction, product or multiplication, then division, that is slash sign, all these are operator. Modulo operator, percent sign, star star, that is exponential operator, 5 star star 2. So it will give you 5 raised to the power 2 equal to 25. It will give you 25. So exponential operator. All these are arithmetical operator. Now relational operator. So here you can see this, all these are arithmetical operator. This also I have discussed. This is floor division. This operator is called floor division. This is modulus, then multiplication, division, subtraction, and addition. What is the floor division operator? What it does? Suppose you are dividing 13 by 2. So 6 2s are 12. Then 1 is the remainder. So here floor division, by floor division operator you will get 6. What is quotient there? No remainder, neither in point value. So what integer value you get, that is the value for when you are using floor division operator. Integer quotient. Okay. Then you have exponential operator, a raised to the power b. So 5 raised to the power 2, that is 25. Then we have relational operator. This is relational operators. Relational operators to compare between the two numbers. like 10 less than 5. So we are comparing 10 less than 5. This less than is a relational operator. 10 less than 5, no. So it will give false. Answer also it will return. It's false. 10 greater than 5, true. Here greater than is the relational operator. 10 equal to your comparison. 10 equal to 5, false, because 10 equal to not equal to 5. So equal to is comparison operator. So equal to. Okay. Then not equal to. 5 not equal to 5. No, 5 equal to 5. So no, it will false. But not equal to operator, greater than equal to, less than equal to, all these are relational operator. There one more important here, assignment operator. So a equal to 5, here we are assigning value 5 to variable a. So assignment operator. Then plus equal to a plus equal to b, matlab a equal to a plus b, a divide equal to b equal to a equal to a divide b, a star b equal to a star equal to b means a equal to a star b. Okay, a minus equal to b means a equal to a minus b, a equal to a mod b, a equal to a flow division operator b, a equal to a raised to the power b. So shortly we can write like this. So all these operators are here. Then we have logical operator and or not. Logical operator and or not. Logical operators are there always to connect two expressions. Okay, let's see. Return true if both conditions are true. Both conditions are true, then it will return true. If one of them return true, if either one of them is true, then it will return true in case of or, and not reverse. True means not true, that is false, and true is true. Okay, or not false, that is true. So just like that, and or not. Let us see how it works. A equal to 30, b equal to 20. Okay, now if a equal to 30 and b equal to 20, I am given the condition here. You can see we have connected two expression through the and, as I already have told you. Now with a equal to 30, it is true, this is also true. So true and true will give true. When both the condition is true, it will give true and it will print hello. It has printed. But if I change the value, suppose it is 20, now a equal to 20, so this condition will become false. Then it will not print, because true and false it will become false, because and operator is there. But if you give or operator, then true and false becomes true, because in or operator one of them should be true, any one condition should be true. So in that case also it will print hello. Okay, so membership operator, in and not in. Directly if you come in the example, you will better you will know. List equal to this is a data type. Later on you will find it. List set of elements can be there within this bracket, which is called as list. Now it's a variable. I say that a 22 in list. In is the operator I have used in list in this variable. So 22 is there, so it will give true. And not in list, it will give false, because it is there, so it will give false. So when you print it, you can see one is true and another is false. In that way it works. In and not in, whether it is there within the list, within the set you have given there, if it is there, then it will give true. If it is not there, it will give false. So in and not in operator, this is called membership operator, whether it is a member of this set or not. So up to this in this recording, it is there. Thank you very much. We'll come for next recording also.